Hey friends, it's Susanne. I'm excited to share with you that a GoFundMe campaign is underway. When GoFundMe was proposed to me a couple of weeks ago, my initial shock and resistance was, I'm not in an emergency. Why would I do this? And then as I learned more and I slept on it for a couple nights, I realized we're in a global state of emergency. A lack of purpose, a lack of focus, a lack of love. And then I've been gifted the tactical tools. They've been put on my heart over the years. And I've been honing them and training them and sharing them one person at a time. But it's time to take this message and this vision of living unstoppable, redefining each person's impossible so that we can take our world to a new level. So here we are. It's in our moments of decision that our destiny is created. And I made a massive decision to say yes to GoFundMe and yes to taking this message to a new level and yes to love in our world. It's vulnerable for me. It's challenging for me. And it's something I absolutely can't do alone. That's what's wild. Is I've lived a solo warrior journey for these last quite a few years. And this takes me to a new level of vulnerability and a new level of letting go and a new level of trusting the divine plan in my own life. What I've been gifted is these tactical tools that I know can change anyone's life when we get these tools and the support into anybody to anybody who is ready enough. What I know it will do is it will change their life and it will virally spread to everyone around them, everyone they touch. And what I want you to do next is I want you to go down this GoFundMe page and ask yourself, are you ready to invest in a different world? Are you willing to take a risk that simple tools can truly change this world? And entrust me with taking that. What the money will be used for is me bringing on an operations person, me bringing in outside marketing support, and me putting on at least monthly, if not more often, free events where everyone gets access to these tactical tools and to the support they need. Check in with your heart and make a decision to be involved with the unstoppable, redefine your impossible vision. I would be so grateful. I want to share with you a little bit of my story. My story is I had a very privileged life. I grew up in a typical middle class family. And in my married life, I lived a very, very privileged life. But the expense of privilege was that I lost myself and I lost my voice and I lost my focus. I had achieved all the goals I desired by age 30. And over the next 10 years, I fell in line behind what other people thought. I went along with other people's needs. I dove into being a mom at the expense of me because I didn't know what else to do. I was really good at taking care of other people. I was really good at following and listening. And then as things started to fall apart in 2008 and 9, I started to question everything. I went down a spiritual path. What are we here for? Why do we exist just to survive? Why do we exist to struggle? And what I learned was we don't. It's not about that struggle. It's about coming back into alignment with our highest truth, coming back into alignment with who we actually are. And that took me down a spiritual path. And it took me into a spiritual community in which I got deeply violated. I was actually raped by a man in my spiritual community. And one thing led to another, and the man I had been married to for a long time decided that was the end, and he kicked me out, telling me to grow up. It was this conundrum of hell. Where that left me was alone as a single mom for the first time in my life. And the decision I made in 2012 was that no longer would I listen to anyone else's voice, but my own and but my God. It was me and God, me and the universe, me and life. I don't care what word you put to it, but for me, it was that inner voice, that quiet voice that I had to get to know. And I did it. And over these last 8 years, I've been honing that skill, learning to completely trust my own way against the medical profession's advice, against other people's advice, but truly find my voice, own my voice and my vision in this world. Even when it was uncomfortable, even when I felt like I was going to crawl out of my skin. And when we do that, when we know who we are, and when we know we're being led every step of the way, and we know, even though it feels like we're way off course and there's a lot of discomfort going on us, that's because we're growing, then anything's possible in this world. What I know to be true is that I got through all of this because I started writing my own training plans. I brought people in only when I trusted them deeply and listened to their opinions as an idea versus an absolute over what was going on inside of me. And I fell into faith and away from fear at a level that I never knew was possible. I want that for you, and I want that for every single person on this planet. So I ask you again to please go down below this video, read through the details, check in with your heart on how you would like to be involved, and bring this aligned love, this unstoppable vision, this unlimited possibility into this world right alongside me. So much love, my friends. Have so much fun, and I look forward to seeing you and talking to you so soon, I hope. Thank you.